Very happy Friday, Keith here from Commander Hoops. If this is your first time coming across the channel, like and subscribe below will be appreciated. We're going to talk about Celtic's Europa League opponents, transfer activity, and the derby coming ahead this coming weekend. First of all, Celtic will play Roma at home, Feyenoord away, Braga at home, Red Star Belgrade away, Sturm Graz at home, Midtjylland away, Utrecht at home, and Bologna away. Looking at them opponents, I think we have a good chance of actually getting through the Europa League. Rome is going to be a hard one. Evan Ferguson, we went to Feyenoord in the Champions League group 2 seasons ago. Unfortunately, we got hammered that night, went down to 9 men, but we beat them at the home leg. Braga, we played them in the Europa League qualifiers back in 2010. Red Star Belgrade, it's been a long time since we played them, I think. Sturm Graz, I don't think we've ever played them. Midtjylland, it reminds you of Ange's first season in the Champions League qualifiers. Utrecht, we played them. So Barkas will be returning to Celtic Park with the Eredivisie side. And Bologna, the Coppa Italian winners. Tough games, but if Celtic can start making Celtic Park a fortress again in European football and wipe out the misery of Almaty, we could get through. If you finish in the top 8 of the table, you go straight into the last 16. If you finish between 9th and 24th, you will have to play a playoff. Very similar to UEFA Champions League, you'd have to play a playoff. So I'm optimistic we can get through the league phase and get into the latter stages of the Europa League. But it all depends on the business we're going to do over the next couple of days. Idah has done his medical this morning with Swansea, a deal around 7 million quid for the 24-year-old Irish international who has played 76 games for Celtic, 29 goals and 3 assists in his career at Celtic, 2 league titles, a Scottish Cup and a League Cup. All I would say is he didn't live up to heights at Celtic. His loan spell, he was pretty good, 9 important goals, helped us win the Scottish Cup, but when he came in the permanent move, there was stages where he was just, he wasn't consistent. 15 games without a goal. Then the turn the new year, he got them goals at Villa Park. People were questioning, right, do we have a replacement here for Kyogo? And then he just dipped and dipped. So 20 goals last season. Doesn't feel like it, but some people are saying, well, look, if he spent 9 million, he's been our most expensive striker. Let him move on. We're in negotiations at the moment with Anderlecht for striker Kasper Dolberg, 27 years of age, 6'1", 95 games for Anderlecht so far over the last 2 seasons, 45 goals for them as well. Being capped for his country 55 times, 12 goals, good connection with Kasper Schmeichel. They didn't make any European football. They got beaten by AEK Athens last night in the Europa League playoff round, and they're willing to listen to offers as they want to try and make some financial muscle after losing out on European football. So the report is that Celtic are negotiating between 8 to 8.5 million for the Danish striker. Looking at his videos, his best moments, pretty good in the air, skillful, powerful, not afraid to take shots on from outside the box, and he's a good free kick taker as well. So it brings another attribute to his game. So hopefully we get this over the line. Regards to Yang, a guy that we got 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago from South Korea for a fee around 2 million quid. Celtic look like they're willing to take a pinch for around 1.5 million. They're in advanced talks with Birmingham City to offload the South Korean winger. He's played 70 times for Celtic, 9 goals in his time at Celtic, and I think the jury was out from the other night against Almaty. He just was absolutely shocking. Could not get it past 1 or 2 players. I think his time at Celtic is done. Don't get me wrong, he had a pretty good game against Livingston last week, but he just couldn't turn up in the big game. And the inconsistent levels of Yang with Balagwisha coming in on the left flank, he's going to drop down the pecking order. And when Jota is fit as a fiddle, Yang won't have a chance in the Celtic shirt. So if he leaves for Birmingham City, happy days. He will reunite with Tomoki Iwate and Kyogo Farashi that he played with at Celtic as well. So hopefully that deal gets done and dusted. We are looking at obviously harbouring left winger. His name's Sebastian Tounekti. For his country 3 times. He came through the Bodo Glimt academy, and then he's been at a couple of clubs since, and then he made his move to Harmony about a season and a half ago. He's played 20 games this season. He's 6'1" and he's only scored 1 goal so far, but he looks like a very creative player. There's reports that Celtic put initial bid in of around 1.3 million. That was rejected. A second bid has been put in for around 3.8 million. That's been rejected. They're not willing to sell him for less than 5 million. So will Celtic be ambitious and go in for the Algerian winger again? Time will tell. But there has been another player training with Celtic, which wasn't confirmed by the socials as recorded now, which is just after 12:30, and his name is Marcelo Saracchi. He's a Uruguayan left back. We're after getting him on a season-long move from Boca Juniors, 27 years of age, experience playing in the Turkish League for Galatasaray, playing for Levante, playing for Red Bull Leipzig in the Bundesliga as well. So he has experience there, and he'll come in as a backup for KT. We might see him feature on Sunday if KT can do a full 90 minutes as well. It just means that Liam Scales is not playing that left back situation. I will say this again on the channel. I'm regretting letting Greg Taylor go. The club should be regretting it because he was a senior player. He was a guy that you could count on to do a job, even though he wasn't the most attacking minded left back, but he got stuck in and he done the basics. And I wish him the best over in Greece when he's going to be in the Europa League and stuff with Giakoumakis and John Joe Kenny. But it's a bit of a shame. It's a shame that we're going into the market and getting another loan player. We're after getting obviously Jamal Simpson Pussy from Man City, but over the next couple of days, hopefully Celtic will get their finger out and get a defensive midfielder, get this guy in as well, Dolberg, maybe another right back as well, because we need cover for Alistair Johnson. I'm not confident with Ralston. I know Donovan was impressive the other night and stuff, but no, we need to get another right back as well. So that's really it from us, folks. Do subscribe to the channel. I'll speak to you all soon. Hail, hail.